Say hello to the people. Hello, sexy viewers.
Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 boop.
Which reminds me, I got home from work a little bit early today, and Modwick, our Roomba, was busy doing his thing. I must have been hoovering for about an hour, and I'd not long got in, and he just sort of ignored me, trundled past me, and went and docked. It's brilliant. I love having a robot cleaner. Anyway, are we live on all the places?
Probably.
Hey! So, hello Bernie, and hello Spotted Cow. A good mood to you.
Yes, we do appear to be live.
Good.
Congratulations, you have made it.
So,
Did you say a good mood to the Spotted Cow yet?
I did.
It's hard to tell.
So, now, something I've noticed is on our career, there's a few kudos points that are waiting to be had. 3 stars in Flemington. Oh, hello, Lieutenant Lukin.
Hello.
And 3 stars in Tumble. So that's the one that we're working on, and the next one will give us kudos. We could also very easily get train 50 nurses. We need to train 3 nurses to get that, so that's like 1 training session, and we've got even more kudos.
You seem to be favouring nurses over anyone else.
No, we've already done doctors. Well, we haven't done doctors. Does the Roomba have a hat or a maid frill yet? No. Hello, potato. Oh, look at that. 9 research points. 9 research projects already complete. We just need to do 1 more. I mean, the marketing campaigns we can do pretty easy as well. So there's some easy points to be had there. Yeah, we've got to do 100 doctors. Well, we've done... that would only be 21 more. Hello, NPC. It's back with... It's Sal back with her questionable methods of treatment. And hello, Tammy.
Who says those are questionable? Come on, people don't here question her. Glorious leader Sal can't be questioned.
And Bernie says, at Sal, so you're gonna stomp all over me, huh? You very inconsiderate person, you.
That's not how I would have read it out, but alright.
Right, let's go to Flemington.
Did Potato ask already if the Roomba has a hat or a maid frill yet?
He did.
Did you answer?
I did.
Good.
I said he hasn't.
Apologies, I'm old and senile now. It happened this afternoon.
Oh, you pretend like it wasn't already there. That's right, so we did what you called...
Sal, what are you doing?
Huh?
It's 3 a.m. and you woke up yappy.
Hey, Yappy! So we spent last stream just, well, what Mia called inventory sorting. I'd moved around the rooms, got this, I was about to call it a hotel, this hospital, set up so that we could do some easy expansion and everything was working nice. Still got lots and lots of people hanging around here. Are you singing along to the music, Mia?
No, I'm not, I can't. It doesn't have lyrics. I'm just visually indicating to the viewer, audibly indicating to the viewer that visually I'd be jiggling. As much as I can.
Mia would
without...
like to jiggle along.
No, stop. Don't make it sound weird. As much as I can, without disturbing you, but evidently I have failed given the fact that you noticed.
Right. We are training someone in general practice. Less planning, more carnage, please.
The carnage happens automatically here. People just walk in and die. We can't really speed that up. It's a fault with people's legs.
I only have 1 training room. I just want to make sure that I'm training at maximum rate. I thought I did too. Aha, here's the other one. Okay, what are we doing there? Oops.
Potato points out that you should add a tiny hat or a
Treatments.
maid frill to the Roomba. I looked into getting little bouncy eyes.
Can we? Yeah, I want eyes on stalks for it. Let's just check the patient's health. You're being treated. What are you doing? Cardiology.
Announcement. Plants need water.
But also rightfully actually points out that you could actually speed up the carnage by running the game on max velocity, which you have probably not been doing for the entirety of our stream so far.
I would like this person to just go home. Oh, balls. Missed the opportunity. Yeah, go home. You're being treated. You're number 1. You are being treated already, so you might be okay. What about you? No, you're just... Right, we're all fine. On patients. Who's this? Staff promotion. Yes, get promoted. And next time, look at the camera.
Yappy would like to know what exactly he's stumbled into.
So this is 2 Point Hospital. Where somebody's just died, I think.
It's like a very, very one-dimensional, three-dimensional version of Dwarf Fortress with sickness.
Let's see. Let's have a look at who we can hire. Inspiring. We'll have you.
Potato's suggesting that he walked into hell. Hell works too, yes.
Speed and efficiency, but...
We could train him.
Sean we can train. Angry. Cheese for brains. No. Oh, what was that last thing? Knows where the party's at. I'm just going to pause it while we find out what that is. A natural mentor. Founding member of the Hogsport Grammar School Limerick Society. And look at that moustache. With a little bit of general practice already, and he's ready to be trained in something else. Yes, we'll have you. Okay, because I did notice we're a little low on doctors. Now, what's this? Staff challenge.
Have you considered promoting some of our staff? Think it would be greatly beneficial for the hospital.
We should
totally what
be
he
able
sounds
to
like.
do that.
It kind of happens on accident. The promotions, we mean. The Spotted Cat points out that Yappy stumbled into the best streamers on the net. What? Where? Who? Where are they?
Thank you.
Are they hiding under the chair? Why has nobody told me?
Combat Ghost, please.
Oh, combat. Oh, my favourite time of year.
Welcome to the 2 Point County Healthcare Awards Ceremony, where we'll be mostly crowning the same organisation for doing average things mildly better than the rest.
Should we do an open all?
Yes.
Actually, let's just see if we get Employer of the Year, and then I'll open all on the rest. Okay.
So, the Rising Star Award goes to... you!
Yay! Us! Remember, at the start, we only got 1 or 2 of these.
Yeah, I know. That's probably because the rooms weren't plastered in gold stars yet.
Employer of the Year, Employer of the Year, did I win it? Woohoo!
Actually,
I've always
you should
been the best
open the
boss.
next one, no deaths, because that's your weakness awards.
Yeah, well,
Did
we've just had
nobody
a-
die in your hospital
No,
for once?
'cause-
Probably
because-
not.
Because,
You saw somebody die.
no, there was a janitor asked to go clean up a ghost. Boo!
Well, okay, now we can open all the others.
Okay, open all.
We lost one, now we don't care anymore.
There is an achievement for getting all of these, but, yeah. So this hospital must have been going 3 years, because we've won Best Boss for 3 years on the run.
Are you
Others
sure?
as well. Yeah.
What if we were really bad at everything the
I've
first
won
year?
Best Boss every year.
Sure you did.
Imminent.
Right. So, what can we trade?
Ow, ouch, ouch. Yappy says, oh, I know that Sal is one of the best streamers on the net, but we'll see about the other fella.
Oh, bless.
It's like a stab. Justified, right in the heart.
Mia is the best co-streamer that I have.
You haven't had a lot of co-streamer.
No, Mia is an excellent co-streamer.
Yeah, I'll remember
general
that.
Practice. I could do 2 treatment 2s. I'm tempted to do level 2 general practice. What have we got? No, I've just done general practice itself. So let's do general practice 2. We got loads of cash. I could just bring somebody in to do it. 10,000 plus 10,000 per... Yeah, I'm not training that many people. So let's get these guys trained up to be doctors.
Another NPC here is that hell is a lot like LA. Questionable people and it's usually hot year round.
Okay.
Oh, also, Yappy points out that it's legitimately 3 AM for him right now, so he's sorry to drop in and then sleep.
Oh, no problem.
Drop out and sleep.
Yeah. I'll be doing Dwarf Fortress this weekend, so I should be streaming at a time that's more in line with your hours. Yep, so there's somebody else ready to be promoted. We'll promote them, give them a pay rise, make them happy. Happy little doctors. Looks like we could probably do with another assistant, actually.
Well, when she says more fitting for your hours, she means she'll make you stay up later than right now by streaming until the very end.
Yeah, training some more nurses. We can do that, can't we? And we've got a training room available. Okay, let's just have a look at our staff.
The Spotted Cat points out that I don't have a heart. I do. I'm just not entirely sure whose heart it was originally.
That you dropped on our floor.
But it's good to keep one around in case you need to perform any last-minute rituals or desperately need to confuse somebody currently trying to use a crosswalk.
Pharmacy, and I could do some treatment 2s on those guys, actually. Right, where's my other training room?
Yappy points out that if you're planning on streaming throughout the entire night, at least he'll be able to stay up properly.
Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Where's my other training room? I keep losing it. Here it is. Right, let's do.
Spotted Cat's confused about the crosswalk. You see, the funny thing about this is that in German we refer to these as zebra stripes. And that makes it more confusing, because where else would you expect the heart?
We call them zebra crossings.
You do?
Yeah, you knew that, didn't you?
No?
Oh.
Wow, fine. Now I look like a silly person.
Okay. We've got people training. We've got somebody.
This sentient little fellow will clip and file your nails while you sleep. This if you're crazy enough to let one inside your house.
I've never heard that announcement before.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it again either.
Okay. So everything's ticking over all right. We still
funnily
need
enough,
more doctors.
Yappy points out that, funnily enough, they also call them zebra crossings in Thailand.
Ah. And they call them zebras in Russia. Wow.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realise that was such an international thing. When I used to travel on business, I had discovered that the word Mars bar, taxi, and Coca-Cola got you by pretty much anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
We're
but
short on
do you really
psychiatrists.
want to live on Mars bars?
I
can't imagine worse punishments in your life to eat a Mars bar for breakfast, dinner, and lunch.
Motivated Forest. Yeah, we'll have you. I was quite deep inland in China working.
Oh no.
Need water.
Yappy's pointing at a pun. Who knew zebras were such globetrotters?
Oh, very good.
Very bad. It
Let's
hurt
see.
me. I
we
accidentally
don't
skipped
want
some
you.
messages earlier on.
Naomi, charming, opinionated about font. Oh, who's this? Hungry? No.
Right. Another NPC said, I cannot with Roombas. I'm not sure what he cannot, but it's definitely got something to do with Roombas. And that's where you're wrong, because having a Roomba is a lovely thing, and I'll fight you, or rather I'll send the Roomba to fight you, if you disagree. What else did I miss?
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
Nice. So now we can have some more promotions. Right, how are we doing now for unused staff? I want to get to the point where I can start building a few more rooms.
Yappy and Bill also trying to reassure me that I'm fine. It's too late, the feelings are hurt. Not my feelings, but, I found some. And Potato points out that he is our very handsomely faced artist. Bell also is
you
calling the very handsomely faced part into question. But at least he confirms that he is indeed an artist.
Required in marketing.
So well done.
Right, let me sort some of this out. We want to... X-ray. X-ray's diagnosis, isn't it? So let's make sure that the only people... What's that? Stamina, yeah. I want to keep you guys off X-ray unless you've got some diagnosis skills. And I don't want my research guys doing X-ray. Not you, not you. Certainly not you guys. Not you. And then the only people I want doing treatment are the people who are trained in treatments. Shop Clinic, Pans and Deluxe. Let me just pause it a second before it runs away. I'll let these guys... Yeah, he's trained... What's that one? Oh, Bedside Manner. No. We don't want you doing any of that. And nor you.
Yeah, especially not
What's
in a
the
profession
best
where there are
on
no
it? Yeah.
beds around.
No. No. I think I need more doctors trained in treatment. That will probably be a good thing. I don't want you doing any of this.
Oh no.
Or you, or you.
Can you unpause the game for a moment so the music comes back?
Yes.
Bad
Thank you.
news for the hospital
Right.
who received a visit from Minister for Health Tarquin Foxbridge this morning. Probably outlawed sneezing and created a new tax on elbows.
And you...
Folks, we've got to vote these people out.
A new tax on elbows.
Oh no. Now I've got 2 new kids to elbows to tax.
So, Mia, would you like to read out Tarquin?
Tarquin Foxbridge has sent us a handwritten note following his visit to the hospital. I am surprised to say that you're actually doing rather well. I don't know how you've managed it, but keep it up, I suppose.
Very good. And
Reading
somebody
this
else
man always makes me cry.
Promote you. Teddy doesn't seem to have noticed that we've actually achieved the thing.
Just because he was turned around.
Yeah, he was.
Are you sure he doesn't
facing the
have
wrong way.
eyes in the back of his head?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, gross. You checked his
Okay.
gross hair.
I think we need some more doctor's surgeries looking at this. So let's get one in place. I'm going to take one of these and just make a copy of it. That's a level floor. That's pretty good. Oh, someone's died.
Well, there goes that award again. In the meantime, Bell also points out that his grandfather has the heart of a lion and lifetime ban from the zoo. And so do Norwegians.
What? Norwegians have
they
a...
have
banned from the zoo.
Either that, or they do cause crosswalks, zebra crossings.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes, that makes more sense. I thought you were trying to suggest that all Norwegians have been banned from zoos.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
Maybe they're all in one big zoo.
How are we doing then? Just a little alarmed that we've had a call for a janitor. Oh no, we've got 2 janitors doing nothing. It's just that janitor can only do maintenance.
Ugh.
Oh no, I think general cleaning is fine. Yeah, we've got janitors doing nothing, that's fine. How are we doing for assistants? Yeah, we've got someone doing nothing, that's fine. Nurses, we're a bit short on nurses by the look of it. So, if I can hire a couple more nurses. Honey Rut, you're pretty good.
Well, in the meantime,
Get
Lieutenant
stuck
Lucan...
on boss fights. Sorry, I'm keen on someone who gets stuck on boss fights because I empathise. Yeah?
Lieutenant Lucan points out that, well, except for taxis, those are brands, so they would be the same everywhere. You would be surprised how many different names that one weird ice cream company has.
Which weird ice cream company?
Well, if I'd say its name, I would refer to the German version, which nobody else would know.
Ah,
Was it Lacoste?
I don't know.
Langnese? No, wait.
So,
Cristiano Dandy, the junior janitor, wants to know. I'm not usually one for suggestions, but the other day I had this great idea and I can't stop thinking about it. What if we were to, like, cure some people? Wouldn't that be cool? Do you like my hair, by the way? It took me ages to get it styled that way.
it's Bob Ross.
Oh, yes! Crying out loud. It is... I should have realised that sooner to try and imitate him.
Oh, good night, Yappy. See you at the weekend.
Farewell.
I need to
What
check
does
my patience.
Bob Ross
I've
sound
got some
like?
sort of all
Very deep and calm voice.
very calm. Yeah.
I can't do calm.
Cured. Lycanthropy.
Langnese is the ice cream company in Germany.
Uh-huh.
Which, you know, they're identified by this weird swirly hearts.
Go home. These people go to treatment. He's been called into the room.
Avoid death when possible.
Yeah, please do avoid death. We don't really want death.
Tammy points out that her cats would fight the Roombas. Well, this doesn't work like that. Cats and Roombas are allies.
Are they?
I assume
didn't know
so.
that.
You know,
That'll
they're
be
like...
fine.
The Roombas are like steeds for the cats that they ride into battle.
Oh, I see. I didn't realise this.
I always thought that was a given. Anyway,
Right, drop you there.
Potato says that he mentioned his handsome face because that's the only thing on him that hasn't gained winter weight.
Ah, I see. Do we need to run a marketing campaign? Let's do a small campaign for 4 months. General marketing, yes. Let's launch the campaign.
Oh, so we're finally putting those people in the office to use.
Yeah. So I needed some doctors who could do treatment, didn't I? So let's have a look at basic treatment. I'm gonna get... I think I'm gonna bring in someone from the outside.
Oh.
Unless I've got someone with treatment and fast teaching skills, which I don't appear to have. And I'm not overrun with nurses.
Tammy says
yeah,
not all
no,
cats
yeah.
ride Roombas. Her cat specifically would see them as intruders that would have to be destroyed. Specifically spelled with a W, because that's how cats
Just like
talk.
Wadwick. Well, because our Roombas are Wadwick.
Yeah, that's because we pretend he's a cat. Bell also pointed out that this Teddy fella had Voldemort under his hair. Also, Potato got his Switch yesterday.
I need more doctors.
Congratulations. Console peasant.
Maintenance announcement.
Meh.
Sorry.
Need restock.
Console footfolk.
We'll get him anyway. Boy next door spent a summer as a sheepdog. Oh, okay, we'll try you. I wouldn't mind one more.
The Spotted Cow wants to know if I've got any updates on the phone or the soup ladies. No, luckily I avoided them all day today by accidentally falling into university.
Announcement. Bins will become full.
Right, so training and training in basic treatment. I will take a nurse off. Just that one. And then I'm going to train a bunch of doctors in treatment. Yes, and you... Yes, that'll do. So then we've got some more doctors who can do like Pan's Lab stuff and things like that. Do I want to train any of my nurses in treatment while I'm here? Well, she does ward management, so it probably wouldn't be a bad thing to give her treatment skills as well.
Lieutenant Lucan says, considering I mentioned languages, in Russia they call Germans Niemiecki, which derived from Niemoi, I'm not entirely sure, which translates to mute or dumb person. That's because in 18th century Russia, every foreigner was called that, considering they couldn't speak Russian. But then the name snuck to Germans for some reason. He guesses because there were a lot of them working here during the Empire times.
Ah, I see.
How very kind.
Can we train any of our psychiatrists in Psychiatry 2? We could.
Bell also points out that I'm 6 minutes behind. You can't say that because I keep jumping backwards and forwards. Also, Bell also thinks I'm throwing shade here. Yes.
No, that's my researcher.
Probably. I seem to have upset Potato.
Oh, wow. Calling him a console peasant.
Console footfolk.
I see.
Yes. Because he made the Roblox dying sound. You don't even know what the Roblox dying sound is. I'm
No, I
wagering you
don't.
don't even know what Roblox is.
No, I don't.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Diagnostics 3. That sounds exciting. Yeah, we'll get that nurse trained in Diagnostics 3. Okay. I haven't seen many people around with... Oh no, there's someone. I was going to say, let's upgrade the extractor pan. We'll wait until they've been treated first. And then we'll upgrade this machine.
Doctor required in GP's
Oh.
office.
A fracture emergency. There's been an outbreak of fracture ward-related illnesses. How do you have an outbreak of fracture ward-related illnesses? Do people just collectively all break their bones?
After a recent eclipse led to a widespread falling down. There you go. You see?
Oh yeah, I should have probably read the after bits.
It's all very logical.
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. We didn't notice the eclipse. Should we have them sent here?
Yes. I don't know if we'll get 6 patients cured, but if we can get 4 of them, we'll get a reward.
Say no to cell technology.
Hey, Cell!
Another NPC says he's got this 90-pound German Shepherd that just hates anything that small that moves, so when his roommate got a Roomba, it was barked up and then taken outside.
The doctor says nothing to worry about, though, so I'm just gonna keep playing.
Hey,
records
success.
until someone tells
Well
me to
done.
stop.
Bell also says, speaking of university, have you learned yet how to properly pronounce the letter combination C and H in German? No, we don't go through that at university. We have more important topics to consider.
Oh, people are cold down here.
Like, for example, today, one of our tutors decided to have a chat with one of my fellow students who informed everyone how insightful it was for them to learn how to boil eggs. Like I said, more important topics. Really liking this tutor. There's definitely no sarcasm in my voice there. Because I definitely want to know a 10-minute story about cooking eggs. What I could have been at home. Cooking myself an egg. Because I just realised I haven't had eggs in ages.
Don't think I can fit a radiator anywhere down.
Cell technology
someone's
concept's
died.
very insightful. Or he's questioning how insightful it is. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, well done. We successfully completed the request from Christian.
From Boss Bob Ross.
No, he's not Bob Ross.
He's Bob Ross.
No, he's not.
He's
Just
Bob Ross
imagining
in
he's Bob
disguise.
Ross because 50% of your YouTube recommendations is
Are
now
currently
Bob Ross.
Yeah, but he's got curly hair and a beard. And in his
But
early
no-
series, he had glasses as well.
But you can't call everyone who's got a curly beard and hair.
Watch me. Right, patience. Let's send some sick people home. You,
Maintenance
Go for
announcement.
treatment.
Automated snack machines need restocking.
you, go for treatment. You, go for treatment.
Another NPC points out that with consoles, you don't have to update them every 2 years. No, you just have to buy the new version every 2 years.
I don't have a thing against consoles. I just prefer whatever it is that plays the best games at any particular time. And at the moment, I think the best games are available on PCs.
Best games is a subjective.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely. It's the best games for my taste.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, just in case some people think, what? Is Sal saying that 2 Point Hospital is the de facto year of the game next to masterpieces like Showering with Your Dad? Boris would disagree.
Hey, can someone please go get that ghost?
Lieutenant Lucan likes how the original console peasant meme from Zero Punctuation Reviews was supposed to be ironic, but then the PC gamers took it too seriously. It's still cool anyway.
The Deluxe, let's get that upgraded while no one's in it.
Cell Technology says, rightfully so, that the best way to boil is by boiling.
Sounds logical enough.
And Lieutenant
This
Lucan...
advertisement has been removed due to a dispute between 2 Point Radio and the producer of Jumbo Nuts. Oh wait, hang on, it shouldn't actually say Jumbo Nuts. Can we do another take? Okay, great.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Lieutenant Lucan says, you can boil an egg and then make it the most like post on Instagram for fake internet points. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Fellow students were really excited today when they showed me this. Like, look, an egg. And I didn't know why I should care. But apparently it has something to do with spiting some popular person. So there's that. We did it, everybody. We showed them that eggs are more popular than people.
Ooh, General Practice 4.
Primarily because eggs came before people, so it was a given that they had a head start on popularity. Also,
Oh.
usually people make for very bad breakfast accessories.
Oh, he survived it. I didn't expect him to survive that. It looked pretty bad. Yeah, we are short of drinks and food around here, aren't we? So let's get a drinks machine in.
Cell Technology
Salty
points out,
snacks.
if your end goal is to just post it on Instagram, all you need to really do is boil an egg-shaped rock. Yeah, but at
True.
this point, why go the extra mile and boil it? Also, Potato points out that buying updates is an Apple thing. Yeah, buying software updates. There are a few instances where we upgrade the hardware.
I didn't realise we could put bookshelves out here. We can
Oh
put
no,
display
please don't put
skeletons
bookshelves out
out
there. Otherwise, people just steal all the books.
Well, maybe it's like books that we've picked up from a charity store, and they're all kind of a bit dog-eared and... Aha! I guessed at 4 as well.
Oh,
Very
wow.
good.
Well done. Another NPC wants to know who else liked the egg on Instagram. Well, for a start, I would need to be a member of Instagram to be able to do that. So not me.
Is this Bob Ross again? I don't think so. I think it's the one with a knitted cap.
Oh, right. Ernie Riddle. I've always wanted to see a large sum of money in person. I don't want to roll around in it or anything weird. I'm not weird. I just want to look at it with my eyes. Maybe touch a few bills with my eyes. Just have the juicy eye juice drip on the dollar bills. No. Oh no, I imagined that, and now my eyes hurt.
We are doing okay.
Another NPC goes on to explain that its sole purpose is to be a world record and to bring down Kylie Jenner. I have no idea who Kylie Jenner is.
It's a name I've heard of.
Anyway, say hello to Ralph,
Hello, Ralph.
who says that spiting a woman who got the most likes for having a baby.
Ooh. What management?
Kylie Jenner is the only woman with a baby right now. Ooh. Must be going rough.
Yes, you. Yes, you.
Tammy would rather spite people with deviled eggs.
Now, that is a lady with taste. How are our cues doing?
Ralph says, better than an egg. To which Cell Technology says, yes, Ralph, you're better than an egg. Are you sure? Ooh, Popstar Visit. It's going to appear on my screen any second now. There you go. Popstar Jasmine Odyssey has a title for her next single, playing Doctor. I don't know. That's how it worked. I don't know. And it's looking to do some background research on how doctors are and how exactly they play. Her agents have started we could host her for a visit. If she's impressed with the hospital, it could be good for our reputation, and she might even make a donation. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. As long as she doesn't walk between buildings and get cold, we should be fine. Right, let's get rid of the sick
Say
patients.
like that's a serious problem some of our patients experience. To return to my point,
Alright,
are you
you're
sure you're
being
better than
treated.
Egg, Ralph? I mean, you're not the most liked thing on Instagram right now.
Visiting the hospital.
Ooh, we've got a star here now.
We have.
Can we look at them? Maybe they look like Anubis. Like the last
Just 1
fella.
second. Go for treatment. Oh, another one in the shattered ward. You're in progress. You can go home.
The Spotted Cow says, people how dog ears books are barbarians.
Well, books do get dog-eared eventually. Right, let's have a look at the our VIP. Aha! There's Jasmine.
I don't know, she kind of looks like Prime Minister May. If she wore more extravagant clothing and dyed her hair.
She walks like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, like I said, Prime Minister May, she does that too. Have you seen her walk?
She does walk a little bit like Theresa May, doesn't she?
Lieutenant Lucan remembers hearing a joke. Why, during the beginning of a nuclear war, the most Googled phrase isn't where to find a shelter, but taking photos in extreme situations?
I'm going to be charged with treason.
I can't be a
Not
traitor to
quite,
the
no.
country. You're already working on making me an illegal in about 2 months.
It's true.
Bell also asks, did you hear that Amazon CEO left his wife for one of her friends? Not surprising considering that Amazon always shows you things you might like based on what you liked before.
Very good.
Snack machines need restocking manually.
It
Well
was
done,
Bob Ross.
thank you for all the money. I'll just, if you just leave me alone with it for a minute, I'll just quickly eye touch it. Ew, oh, pfui.
Right, now, what are we queuing most for? Let's see.
Ralph should be revising for his final mock exams, but then, does the entire Yoshi's Island soundtrack count as revision? I think he does. As an aspiring teacher, people like me would disagree with you.
So we don't have huge queues on anything. 3 people waiting for a doctor.
Nigel Bickleworth
Oh, brilliant.
on 2 Radio. Hello, my dear confidants. Sir Nigel Bickleworth, hero of the cultural elites, has arrived to grace your radio with his infinite insight and good taste.
Finally.
We only need another marketing campaign, and we will have.
Ralph points out that Jasmine seems to like ABBA, just like someone else we all hate. Really?
Dear hospital administrator, congratulations! Your hospital has been awarded a 2-star rating by the 2 Point Health Ministry. The Foxbridge homestead resides in the greater Flemington area, as do much of the Foxbridge clan.
Oh, this is Foxbridge's Tarquin's own home.
Ooh, it has been a delight to hear so many positive things about your establishment from them all. There's nothing like news straight from the horse's mouth, or the mouth of horse owners, rather. Continue building the hospital that Flemington deserves for more awards or elsewhere. Expand your organisation. Yours fragrantly, Tarquin Foxbridge, Health Minister.
Wow,
my
that was
nose.
quite a personal message for Tarquin.
Sure is. Maybe he likes us. Finally.
Indeed.
Cell Technology is asking, Mirror's turning into illicit goods?
Is there anything we need? Right, injection room. Can I train any more people in ejections? I can. And it's nurse people. He already has injection administration.
Yeah, but maybe he can have better ones by training it twice.
And he has. Oh, no. They're saying here are the people who can train. Yes, of course.
Oh! Whoops.
Oh, I really want to get treatment 3 though for this one. I've got lots of people who can do. Yeah. So I'm not going to do that. I think. Ooh, psychiatry 3 would speed up psychiatry quite a lot. General practice 3, though that would be good. We'll get in a guest trainer. We'll train you. We'll just keep
Ralph is congratulating you on your 2 stars, but points out that they shouldn't be in the
thank you.
same letter. No, I'm not turning into illicit goods, I'm just turning into an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, he's
Better build a wall, but don't build it through islands. Otherwise you're gonna get bombs. I'm saying that way
I
too
think
cheerily.
that's maybe.
I thought I spotted Jumbo McNally, the genius businessman who heads Jumbo Group, walking into our studio this morning. Alas, it was merely a cardboard cutout advertising his upcoming lecture on the financial future of 2 Point County. I've signed up to hear his inspiring words, and so should you.
I'm going to put in
Ralph?
another one of each of these so that I can afford to upgrade.
Yeah, Ralph wants to know, who signs up fragrantly except for a particularly flatulent member of the public? People who just smell good? Huh? Fragrance doesn't usually refer to bad smells. May I suggest that you shunt those 2 rooms over and then move the forlong room down there to the bottom?
It's a toilet.
No, the one on the left.
But then I'd disturb the treatment. Staff promotion.
Is that
Is
guy
he
naked? Can we not promote him, please? In fact, can we fire
I
him?
think he's actually been. Maybe he was in the staff shower. Has someone been
Staff
putting cameras
shower.
in a staff shower?
Maybe it's just his hand that he's holding up to the camera.
Was this the camera that we had in the staff room where someone was trying to catch the people engaging in pornography? Do you remember? Maybe we finally caught the guy. Well, have a
I'm going to
promotion.
distract from that by reading out a message from Lieutenant Lucan. Mia, as a teacher, would you call a phrase such as "You would all be hanged on hooks by your tongues in hell for swearing" educational? Yes. It can teach you something. Although I wouldn't, try to learn the lesson it's actually trying to give you. It's more like a lesson on the nature of the time it originated from. Please don't tell me that's a modern phrase.
Okay, I want to copy that room and we'll tuck that in that corner.
Ralph points out, of all people to talk about bombs and walls, it's Mir. That's why we know we need to fix our country. Cell Technology instead is suggesting that I should fix the country.
We're sorry for the litter that you dropped on
Mir
our
would be an excellent Prime
Country?
Minister.
Oh no, heavens no. I'd be doing exactly what May's doing.
Ooh.
There's been an outbreak of pandemic after a last-minute costume party coincided with a massive sale in the area's largest kitchenware outlet. A group of partygoers are looking for treatment.
Okay, 7 patients. Yes, we will.
pandemic patients on the way.
We might need an extra What?
Lieutenant Lucan says, merely an illegal immigrant, airing on Netflix this spring. I like that. Another NPC says, only walls here in America. We can't have walls anywhere else in the world. Tell that to China.
Jasmine Odyssey, a popular warbler among our uneducated youth, was seen visiting a hospital earlier today. Perhaps she underwent a vocal cord transplant and will now sing with something resembling skill. We can only hope.
I'm going to hire this guy and then train him before...
Course complete. Class dismissed.
Right, we're going to train in treatment for that doctor.
Cell Technology goes on to saying, the troubles of all you must be solved merely by one person.
Right, you.
Ralph says the naked guy in the photo looks like some sort of failed experiment. So do most of our patients, who, by the way, coincidentally also are mostly failed experiments. Sal says he
needs
kind
a
of looks like
nurse.
Putty. And Lieutenant Lucan says he was asserting his dominance through the low angle.
Maintenance
Oh.
announcement. Bins will become
Oh, Ralph, you're too kind. Ralph said he thinks Mir is the sort of person that Margaret Thatcher wanted to lead this country, and Ralph doesn't think that that would be a good thing.
year review imminent.
Oh! It's going to be a bad year. We had at least one death.
Yeah, we did. So we'll do a view all because we definitely didn't get through no deaths.
Ah.
Yeah, won everything except no deaths. Ooh.
Publicity update. Jasmine Odyssey made an appearance at an awards show last night, dressed as a hospital.
Dressed as a hospital?
Dressed as a hospital, she wouldn't start talking about us and all the money she intends to do.
That's tickled me. She must have really enjoyed her visit. That went perfectly. Great job, everybody.
It's a hospital!
We got 20 reputation points, $20,000, 20 kudos, and we got a Jasmine Odyssey photo.
What do you mean you got a photo?
Oh, we actually did.
You got a photo.
We should hang that somewhere.
Okay, so this is now the Jasmine Odyssey Memorial Hospital.
The
rest is hospital.
Can we can put it above the bin, look. Fantastic.
That'll show, huh?
Increases prestige.
Cell Technology says, come on, nothing can go wrong in the hands of a mere man.
Can we upgrade that? No.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Can't upgrade that.
Another NPC says, China is the founder of the border wall and it's now an international landmark. Oh, the irony. Are you sure China invented border walls? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Well, okay. Sure. They were the first big border wall builder though, weren't they?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Can't upgrade my Jab Master. That's a shame.
Assistant to marketing.
Oh, do we need another assistant?
Ralph says, the Great Wall of China's actual name is Mr. Wong's privacy fence. And Tammy says, what about the wall in Berlin? It eventually came down. Well, yeah, that's the whole point. The wall in Berlin is no longer really up. Well, it is up in parts, but it doesn't make for a very good wall when it has large gaps in it. And as such, I don't count it as a proper current wall anymore.
Janitor.
But it was a good historic wall. I liked it for that.
Antique shop has opened in Brighton, so naturally I visited it for today's Sir Nigel reviews. I must say that Barlow and Streaker Antiques is a terrible disappointment. The only real antiques appear to be the owners, who surely belong to another century,
All right.
if not another world entirely. One to avoid.
Ooh, 5 out of 7 of the pandemic patients. That was pretty good.
Lieutenant Lucan says, God damn it, we had the biggest iron wall, but then that
the
bumble
anchor.
booger, Churchill, decided to call it a curtain, excluding us from epic wall competitions. Cell Technology says, well, at least you won the curtain competition?
Maintenance announcement.
I'm not sure.
Plants need water.
Let's put some facilities over here. It's really... I mean, they don't even have chairs. Oh, I must have just finished some research. I think I'm going to do injection room research next.
Nice. Ralph says, not even that. They probably lost
Okay.
out to B&Q. Is B&Q a curtain manufacturer?
B&Q is a warehouse that does build your own stuff, like a DIY warehouse store. You can buy sort of
Oh, so like Orbi.
tools and bathroom tiles and
Praktika.
stuff like that.
20% off everything except for animal food.
Yeah.
Really? Wow, thanks, B&Q. You stole that from us. Lieutenant Lucan says, dressing up as a hospital is about as ridiculous as dressing up as a soup can. And Cell Technology says, well, people dressed in tin cans in ancient times.
Oh, do you know what? We should also buy a new plot while we don't need it. Staff challenge from Beryl.
be terrified of ghosts, but since my autopsy training, I find them strange alluring. Maybe we should capture a few.
We'll try not to, but if we do, at least we'll get a reward for them.
She wants to collect our dead patients.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit weird.
Announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
There a
Right,
way to
where's
turn
the
off
toilet?
these regular announcements from the announcer?
Upgrade injection room. Yes, start that one. I am not sure about that.
Ralph is not sure about the Great Wall of China being really the first. Wasn't there the Mongol invasion? Because of that, there was Hadrian's Wall, which was pretty early.
Oh,
Goodbye, potato.
Oh, bye, potato. I thought that Hadrian's Wall came as a result of the Romans in about 100 AD. Now, I think that the Great Wall of China started in something BC.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't like the Mongols were running rampant over Europe in, I'm going to say somewhere between 1200 AD and 1400. It was somewhere around the Middle Ages, I think. But the invasions from the plains would attack China long before Genghis Khan. So
Also, there was the problem that it wasn't big enough. Either you go big or you go home and get invaded. Ralph says, the Berlin Wall, a good historical wall. Mir likes that. That day, Mir was found out to be a Stalin supporter. Well, you're jumping to conclusions quite quickly here. May I point out that one can appreciate the architecture of a structure without actually having to believe in the ideology behind it. For example, I'm a big fan of cathedrals, but that doesn't make me a devout Catholic Christian.
It's true, actually. I do like a good castle. But, and I do like.
You're not
the
a loyalist of the crown, are you, Sal?
No, and I'm not a particular fan of the reign of, was it Edward the First that built the Ring of Iron?
Well, it was a nice ring.
Ring of Iron. All of the
things of iron
in Wales.
Potato left for work, by the way. I caught up with that message.
Janitor to fix colorizer.
Ralph points out that our wall was made out of lovely cobble, which is pretty not protective, the British way. Also, Lieutenant Lucan points out that Stalin didn't build the wall, though. I guess Ralph is trying to imply that Stalin built the wall in spirit? As in, his haunting ghost came by and said, "Alright, fellas, come on, help me build this wall." And then he went to work and just placed some ghostly bricks everywhere.
Do I need another janitor who can do upgrades?
Ralph points out, so we make the first wall and then get beaten in our wall building competition by foreigners yet again. The British way.
The weather report.
A lot of people are
I'm
queuing for what?
expected to read the weather. Well, if I must. Chances of precipitation have increased exponentially due to a higher concentration of moisture at high altitudes. And that's the weather.
Thank you.
Oh,
Required in general diagnosis.
who are you? Go home. Before
Lieutenant
you
Lucan
die on our
points out that
premises.
Mongols were in the 13th century. They also kind of pillaged us for 250 years. But it was a short 250 years. For the time.
No, we don't want you. Positive.
Positive in what? HIV?
No, positive attitude.
Be haunted.
You're assuming that he might be positive about other things as well.
Let's see. Positive. Happiness is higher than average.
It
Will,
might just
hire
be
you.
because he's happy about his weird
Oh.
positive ideologies. New illness discovered. Decision rash. Doctors have discovered a new illness, decision rash. An unpleasant rash triggered when the sufferer is forced to make a decision too quickly.
Oh, rash decision. Oh, God, that's a terrible pun.
The entire game is a terrible pun.
Fantastic.
In fact, I'm not entirely sure what the pun in the title is, but I'm sure there is one. 2 Point Hospital. 2 Point. What does that sound like?
I don't
Janitor
know.
required to mend ultrasonic cannon.
What do you think it sounds like, me?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of something, but I'm certain there's a pun in the title. I was
see.
hoping I could use the collective pun knowledge
Ooh.
of our chat to find
No,
out,
go
but
home.
they're busy considering
Go
that Europe
home.
pillaged everyone forever.
Go home.
Which Cell Technology remembers as good fun.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Where is this person? Are they stuck somewhere?
Bell also says it sounds like Mira's overthinking things.
I agree. No, go home. Jazz hands, you're being treated. I probably need to send home.
Aha!
What?
Cell Technology says it sounds like 2.0 Hospital, which relates to its inspiration theme hospital. Huh? 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 Do I need to make more noises before you
No, I
acknowledge this
still
good
don't
point?
really get it.
It's 2.0 theme hospital! Version
Yeah,
2.0, the second version of theme
but that's
hospital.
its actual name and
Are
what
you
it
sure?
actually means, yeah?
Oh.
That's why I didn't really get the joke.
2 Point Bank. We know that when it comes to your money,
Because it
you want
is
to be comfortable.
Theme Hospital, the second version.
Tasty
Right, go for
sandwiches.
treatment.
The time Derek told you that joke.
Go for treatment.
2 Point Bank. It just feels right,
And you.
doesn't it?
And you.
Solving 2 Point County. This is 2 Point Radio.
I think we need to try and keep on improving our doctors because people are doing too much diagnosis.
Okay.
You. Go for treatment.
Lieutenant Lucan reminds us that the Russians and Mongols gathered 2 great armies, met at a river, and then went home, and then the Mongols sort of ended. And Lieutenant Lucan also says if we overthink it enough, it would sound like 2 Point Hospital, which would mean dumb hospital in Russian. Ralph is going on thinking 2 point equals 2 point, as in pointing in a direction, which equals 2 Point Hospital, which equals another telling someone to point at the hospital, which Ralph then concludes with you, Northerners.
Okay. Oh, this is a janitor. Okay, we should train a janitor.
Sure.
Yes, train now. I would like to train some janitors in...
Have you considered saying hello to Bornblatt?
Oh, hello, Bornblatt.
That's bean leaf in German.
It's what, sorry?
Bean leaf.
Bean...
Yes, bean.
Ah.
As in beans and
Sorry, I
leaf.
couldn't hear quite what you...
Leaves!
With
The
my
green bits
headphones.
on a tree! But from the beans. Who also says better diagnosing doctors maybe yes. You should work on that, Sal.
Indeed.
Chat has spoken.
Yes.
Also, Bonenblatt is asking for motivation for the janitor.
Well, I thought about that because it does move them faster, but I've got an awful lot of machines to upgrade in this hospital. So I think getting more mechanics on the go.
I would question you for questioning the bean leaf, but alright.
Yeah. And then I think the next bunch, because that was exactly what I was thinking, is like, do we go motivation?
Guten Morgen, werte Herr. Bonenblatt is amazed that someone knows what his name means.
Ah!
Toilets need routine servicing.
Can we upgrade the Jab Master? No, that's what we're researching.
Lieutenant Lucan explains why I know that by saying, I am Mir, I speak for the beans. And just to clarify, Cell Technology says leaves from the beans.
Bean leaves.
Yes.
I see. Right, let's Let's see.
Also, we need to make the people pay for what they've done. I don't remember what it was, but clearly Cell Technology is asking for blood. As usual.
Someone needs blood?
No, we usually don't give out blood at this hospital. At most, we extract it. Have we got a blood extractor somewhere?
Injection treats, doesn't it? Injection doesn't... Yeah. That's
Oh, it's not a
right.
blood extractor?
God.
Wow.
Yeah.
The spotted cow is also demanding death. And moose.
I would love to go a year without death so that we can get our...
Well, maybe if you just
There's another
kill
one.
everyone who thinks about dying to fix the problem, you know, to deter people from considering to die more. This fella out there just died.
That's 2 people just died on the trot there.
We should stop speaking so much about dying, but then again, with this dying action, we're appeasing chat, so here we go.
Nurse wanted in cardiology.
Cell Technology says, Mir, the Mir's been mere machine. What? Yeah, there you go. Cell Technology gets it. Kill all who die.
Oh, we can upgrade the easy scan.
My guide to good manners, I tackled the tricky subject of hat wearing. When to wear
See,
one,
fully
when to
upgraded.
remove one, and when to doff one. The answer to all these is, of course, never. None of you would look as remotely debonair in a hat as I do, so stay away from them.
Did you like that one, Mia?
I do like all of these. Furthermore,
okay,
Born and Blood
we
says he
need-
thinks there's a machine which analyzes liquids or something like that. So, a fluidizer. That might
Yeah.
have something to do with blood.
Yeah. That extracts. You put your hand in it, don't you? And it analyzes what's wrong with you.
Also,
Let's just
Bell
see
also
if we
says
hire-
at me directly in our secret language that nobody else can read that Sal should watch out. The Germans are coming and they're going to take over everything. First there was Bernie, then Bone and Blood is the second. Soon it'll be a horde.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's just unfortunate that Bone and Blood is from Austria.
We are short of yet another. Where are all these assistants going? They're not resigning.
Oh no, but
What?
also bad. We're not annexing Austria. Even I know this is a bad thing. I mean, what I'm in favour of would be just taking Switzerland and divvying that between both of us, really. Give one half to Austria and the other half to Germany.
Maybe Isabel Cress. If we stick her in the marketing suite.
But if you
Yeah,
annex
let's do
Austria,
that.
you would have this weird, unfortunate problem where the petrol tax would be the exact same thing in both areas, which means I couldn't do that handy exploit anymore of just, driving my car over to Austria, fueling up there, and then driving back.
Uh-oh.
I've really enjoyed that.
Okay, maybe I've overdone the upgrades and now I need a new janitor.
Oh no, look what you've done. Bone and Blood is now suggesting that Austria should annex South Tyrol, Hungary, Bavaria and Switzerland. And Cell Technology wants to know, when will we annex Twisterland?
Twisterland, yeah!
Well, also says, oh sure, annexing Austria is a crime, but Switzerland's fair game, huh? Yes, it's because they talk funny, unlike Austrians, who talk properly.
Timmy Cardigan's got a very laudable challenge, but
I don't know, but yeah, but if a relentless stream of deaths somewhat depressing, do you think we could get a few months without any fatalities?
we shall try. And to help that, let's send this guy home. Go home. Right, do we have any other sick people?
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Go home.
Lieutenant Lucan says, God damn it, me, it's not Poland. I wasn't planning on annexing Poland anytime soon. But maybe I need the Czechoslovakians' boys' desk as well.
You may have noticed the composer of the piece of music I played earlier was Cornelius Stuckenglock. He led an interesting life, did old Cornelius. Briefly married to a jacket potato. But then, genius does lead to the odd eccentricity or two.
So who are we focused on there?
Maintenance needed in staff room.
Mickey Curtains is who I'm looking for. Are you Mickey Curtains?
We can't tell, there's a menu in the way. Oh yeah, he is!
Oh, okay. I can't
Is he
tell
dying of
what's wrong
depression?
with him.
He's dying of depression. Hold on, that shouldn't be funny. Did he just make an arm fart?
Trying to get him home. Right, he'll be treated now.
We're sorry for the litter.
Cell Technology
You
was
can go
asking,
home.
what the hell was that, Mir? He thought I had a stroke. Yeah,
No,
happens.
you can go home. We've just had another one die.
Yeah, dang it. Lieutenant Lucan says, you split Poland and then annex Austria and Switzerland, not the other way around.
I think are you stuck? Oh no.
Maintenance announcement.
And Bornblood says, it depends on which part in Austria you are. Some people can talk pretty weird around here. Yeah, but you're hopefully not as bad as the Swiss.
Yeah, you can go home.
Cell Technology says, sharing is such a noble deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad we're currently trying to share countries between
Maintenance
two other
announcement.
countries.
Toilets need routine servicing.
Let's see. Just getting a few people to jump the queue. How are we doing now? Right, you're on your way home. You need to go home. You're on your way home?
Janitor.
Who's
to repair
this?
Jetmaster.
Oh heavens.
Oh, you can
The
probably
Swiss
just be
even speak
treated.
French out of all languages. Okay, how about this? Instead, we're going to annex all of France and re-educate these people.
Cardiographer. No, go for treatments.
If you're in Vorarlberg, it can get really weird. I have to admit, I'm not entirely sure how the people around there speak. Can you give me an example?
Janitor, please repair.
Like, not an
office.
auditory example. Try to write how they would talk, and then I would read it out in my horrible improvised accident.
Okay.
Accidental accent.
Aha. We need to cure 7 patients with grey anatomy. Do you want to read this out?
Oh, yes, of course. There's been an outbreak of grey anatomy amongst season ticket holders at the Sloop as we hit that time of year furthest away from the season. They're desperate for sport and looking for treatment. We'll be rewarded if we treat the entire group, should we have them sent here.
Yes.
Patients with grey anatomy arrive.
Bill also reminds me that trying out accents went badly once already.
Uh,
Or annexing France, one of the two things. I have bad memories of both.
Okay.
Oh, yes, health inspection. Henry Jobsworth, the county's foremost health and safety inspector, has informed us that he'll be visiting us for inspection soon. Mr. Jobsworth also included the following line list as attachment: eggs, pineapple, juice, carrots, cheesy gubbins, eggs, fish, fingers. Oh, hold on, those are just fish fingers, but question those. He'll be arriving soon. A good report would help our reputation.
Yeah, we only get a few points for it, but you know, they'll do. Staff promotion, yes.
Alright, the next Lieutenant Lucan points out that the German soldiers are going to France for baguettes. What?
Right, what I was just thinking is
I mean,
marketing.
again, baguettes are probably the only thing making France worthwhile annexation material.
Can I do a marketing campaign? Where's my marketing suite? Specifically, they're busy. Okay. Staff training, not right now.
Bone and Blood is
Trace what
suggesting that we should annex the British Isles before they do more stupid things. Oh, don't worry, we're currently in the process of doing that. We first let them shoot themselves in the foot, and then, in about 2 years, they come crawling back as soon as Scotland left them. Ooh, what a helicopter.
Indeed. Well, we've got a Grey's Anatomy crisis.
Cell Technology says fish. Spelt with 2 E.
See, you're okay. Can we upgrade the... I thought there was one we could upgrade around here somewhere. Oh, and we have a bit more training to go. I think it's probably time to do Psychiatry 3 now.
Belle also reminds me that this stream is slowly going to cost Sal half of her viewers and subscribers if I carry on alienating all countries like this. Also, Lieutenant Lucan points out that France has several different sightseeing spots, but I'm not sure what we do with a giant metal tower, one spire, and this weird large church in Lyon.
I think I'm going to get that repaired while it's not in use. Uh-oh. Which patient's not using the toilets provided?
Oh, gross. Bone and Blood says,
Quite.
Believe me, after 1 week in France, you don't want to see baguettes anymore. They literally serve it for any time during the day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh yeah, I know that. I've been on a French student exchange once. They did serve it.
I really like baguettes. Well, I really like bread.
Baguettes are nice, but... You know, that's why that student exchange program only lasted 1 week. If it lasted more, I would have probably gotten sick of it. And I was already getting sick of all the French things around me, especially this weird fella in his pink shirt that kept following me around.
I don't see a problem with toilets. Maybe somebody was just stuck in the fracture ward for too long or something.
A cheeky little number for today's sommelier over the rainbow, the Marilyn Merlot. A full-bodied, plummy, almost sticky wine that seduces the palate with a kaleidoscope of sensual fruits and a lingering taste of caramel. Now,
Oh, there we go, we'll
excuse me
upgrade
while I drink another
that one.
Just for the record, I'm not usually a wine drinker. Is wine supposed to be sticky?
Doctor required in psychiatry.
It's not something that you would normally associate with an excellent wine.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, we knew we were going to go like 90 days.
Cell Technology is
instead.
suggesting we sacrifice the baguettes. This, again, the only thing worth taking from France.
Well, the croissants are pretty good too. And
Oh,
I do
yeah.
like a nice sort of pain au chocolat. In fact, most of the bread products I can go with.
Snack machines need restocking manually.
You know what I just realised?
Wow.
We have pretty good classic German bread in Germany. And then we have this weird sweets kind of bread, the dessert bread in France. And then we have just Dutch nightmares in the middle. How did the Netherlands get the worst of both?
Oh, I don't think I've ever tried Dutch bread.
I have it on very pretty good authority that anything baked good in the Netherlands is pretty horrible.
Look at this guy dancing.
Well done for him.
Is he still training somebody in there, or is he... No, he's playing to an empty room.
Lieutenant Lucan says Mia would split the subscribers in half, and then we just have to find a Russian streamer to dump the other half onto.
Dropped on our floor.
Let's see, what shall we train next?
On the note of the bread debate, Bone and Blood says that in Austria the bread is much better.
I like trying bread from all around the world.
I don't like
Let's-
British bread.
I know, but I'm not sure you really like anybody's bread except German bread.
I like baguettes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Also, I had a very good Scottish bread once. And I love that, but haven't found it around here yet. It's probably because it was freshly baked by a Scotsman. Well, he was a great fella.
Possible.
But also had the same experience as me on a student
Truly
exchange
lovely.
to France. Hold on, chat is scrolling. The fact that the World War II veterans in the country were always scowling at all the Germans didn't make it any better either.
I see.
Bonenblatt says there is still sugar in wine, so it could be sticky, but it shouldn't be.
Nurse, please go to the pharmacy.
Thank you. And Lieutenant Lucan says yogurt may be sticky. Has anyone tried that weird American white brick bread yet?
The white brick bread, as in the sort of bread that you get in a supermarket in America.
Have you tried bread in a can yet?
No, I've never had. Oh, yes. Didn't you bake me some?
What? No, I didn't.
Someone baked me some bread product in. Oh no, it was cinnamon roll in a can.
Yeah, that's different.
American bread does taste very different. It's much sweeter.
Looking for yourself? Wish you could donate all your money. Aha! Join the Orb Foundation today. The Orb is the perfect shape and the perfect solution. More 2 Point, more often. This is 2 Point Radio.
Right.
We are just ticking.
Bonenblatt is asking for my diagnostic doctors.
Diagnostic doctors. Most of the diagnostics are done by nurses. Oh dear.
Oh, we didn't cure enough people.
And yet
we cured
treated
only
them.
1 out of 7.
Yeah, that's unusual. So, because usually, I was expecting to get 4 out of 7. Must have just had an unlucky streak there.
The Spotted Cow wants us to try Norwegian bread. Please, come on, send some over. Also, Cell Technology says pizza is the best bread. And Tammy says that yes, she has tried American white brick bread. Oh, sorry. Mr. Jobsworth has sent us the report from his recent visit. It's 30 pages, but we haven't read it. But the conclusion reads, incredibly mediocre, with no features that sway the overall product, neither negatively nor positively, outside of the realm of the ordinary. Nothing to complain about, but not much to be happy about either.
I see. Okay. We need to get our hospital profit up quite significantly.
Bonenblatt says
You,
only Austrian and German bread are good in his opinion. Most of the others are just white.
Where's the one I bought recently? I'm thinking about moving moving my psychiatrist out so I can have a few more doctors.
Patients found abusing hospital facilities will henceforth be considered organ donors.
Lieutenant Lucan goes on to specify that he means the one white bread with the American flag and it's already cut. He doesn't know the name. Tammy's asking, is it Wonder Bread? Lieutenant Lucan wants to know if it's any good. And Tammy tries not to eat white bread. She usually just eats wheat bread.
Which I think's got more flavour to it. But sometimes I do like getting a nice fresh cut, like fresh baked loaf, but one that you've got to slice yourself, and then making sandwiches out of bread that's sort of 2 centimeters thick slices. Nice. When it's all soft and warm.
Timmy Cardigan says, I'm not usually one for suggestions, but the other day I had this great idea and I can't stop thinking about it. What if we were to, cure some people? Wouldn't that be great?
That would be wonderful.
He has
I
a very
approve.
pronounced eyebrow. Bonenblatt is suggesting that you should just improve your diagnostic doctors to make them work quicker.
What we need to do to get the doctors to work quicker is actually to improve their GPing. I shall have a look at that.
Let's go with
Yeah,
all.
we'll
We
go
know
for
that
it.
people
Well,
died.
We didn't get no deaths.
We
got
saw them
everything else.
die.
We did. We saw the ghosts floating around the place.
Bellossa says German bread is best bread, period. Lieutenant Lucan says Russian brown bread is best. You spring it with salt and stuck it into the toaster. And Cell Technology says, let's not talk about bread, period.
Why, are you hungry, Cell?
Nah, I'm not sure.
Can we do any... Yeah, my... Oh, no, we can train some more GPs.
Lieutenant Lucan wants to know why we're all such bread nationalists anyway.
Yes, we can train some more GPs.
Cell Technology personally thinks Finnish bread is quite nice.
Can we do some injection campaigns? Yes. Oh, and one of the heart racers can be upgraded. Very nice.
Hooray us!
Indeed. Right, let's have a look. Ah, I did want to train some of our marketeers. I want to get our marketeers working faster.
If Tammy had the choice in bread, she'd have a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Yes, I do like that. Actually, one of the pre-packaged breads you can get here I really like is it's orange and sultana bread, and it's a fruit bread.
Yeah.
It's really nice, so you put it in a toaster, but I like eating it out the packet.
You know, with all of this talk of bread, I'm really itching to just bake a homemade sourdough onion bread again.
Oh, I'll eat it.
Yeah, I know.
volunteer.
You eat most of the stuff I cook for myself.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need root.
She's just standing there, and then once it's done, she just... and it's gone. She just inhales it.
Yeah, but your loaves of bread are like little breadlings.
Well, not all of them. I can bake proper breads.
I mean, what I mean is that they're a bit on the small side.
Oh, that. Well, you know, I don't want to bake bread for the whole decade.
Maintenance announcement.
That
What's
throws me
going
back
on
to
here?
some weird old memories about making bread on a stick. Where we just have bread dough and we sit around a campfire and we'd bake it over the campfire.
I wonder if something's gone wrong here, because we still have people, like emergency cases. You know when we only cured one person?
Yeah.
We still have
Oh, how did
Like-
that happen?
one person.
On our
He was an emergency case. Which, I wonder if there was something went wrong.
This is 2 Point Radio with Ricky Hawthorne. And if you're feeling a bit under the weather, you're in luck, because my voice is the best medicine. Unless you're really sick, in which case you should go to a hospital.
Lieutenant Lucan says the decade of bread menacing. Anyway, another good fact, according to Bonenblatt, is that Austria and Germany are one of the few countries in the world where you can actually drink the tap water.
Drink it in the UK too. And most of America.
Well, tell that to the people in Flint.
Like I said, most of America. Oh, we cured 20 patients. Thank you
Hooray
very
us.
much.
Bill also is asking, how are my studies progressing? Fairly well. I've got some differing opinions about more recently introduced lecturers as part of this term. I'm not entirely sure if I'm happy with my learning system tutors.
Right. I'm going to do a little bit of...
Please prepare heart racer.
a little bit of inventory management, as Mia put it.
The Irish woman, for example, has some very delusional imaginations about the future.
That'll do.
She believes in the fact that computerization is eventually going to take over all our jobs, but for some reason she thinks that we can all sustain ourselves by just sending everyone into creative industries. Yes, let's breed an entire workforce into frilly artists.
Well, the thing is, if we go for automation, if automation takes over a large number of jobs, so what we do is we cut down on the amount of time that people need to be employed, so that there's still as many jobs. Obviously, not quite the variety. Yeah, don't know what, but yeah. And then what you do is so people you cut down the hours everybody works. There's less variety, but there's more jobs to go round in the jobs that still remain, and everyone just gets a whole load more leisure time.
Yeah, but to accommodate the sudden disparity in income that would create from people losing their jobs, you would have to create a system where people get some sort of universal basic income, which she doesn't believe in. Thanks, Irish tutor woman.
Irish tutor woman doesn't agree with that. I see. Well, I would, whilst I'm a fan actually of universal basic income, I certainly think it's worth a try.
Yeah, I'm just trying to point out that I'm not really happy with her view of the world, where we still maintain our current economic system, and then just hope everyone transitions into service industries or becomes some sort of artist, which I find criminally close-minded. This is not going to work. Not everyone can become some sort of superstar. And maybe some people will be able to make some teensy tiny bit of money out of it, but nothing that would sustain their current standard of living. Anyway, moving on. Let's not talk about my worries about the future. They'll get worse. Lieutenant Lucan is asking, so hold on, you're not supposed to drink tap water in America? Not in Flint, you're not, unless you want to die. Also, Tammy says there was a water mainline break not far from her house a couple of weeks ago, and she had to boil her drinking water for a couple of days.
Local Bay residents are staging a protest against the planned development of a permanent bouncy castle. The group believes the money would be better spent building a bouncy pirate ship instead.
Oh yeah.
Well, I can see their point.
Anyway,
Let's tuck that over there.
Bone and Blood goes on to explain that if you don't mind chlorine in your water, then yes, you can also drink the tap water in America. Spotted Cow says the tap water in Norway is safe. We bottle it up and sell it to the US. What's water is normal tap water.
Patients violating hospital policy will be asked to stop.
Yeah, that'll show them. Cell Technology believes in technology, and Scarlet Karma believes in karma. And Bell also would have never guessed. Also, Cell Technology wants to know, what does Bell also believe in? Bell also believes in foods, like bread? Among other things, yes. Bone and Blood says that the problem with universal basic income would be that there would be no incentive to work.
That wouldn't... Well, the incentive comes from... Hang on a second, let me try and get rid of that dot. There we go. The incentive comes from
Maintenance
the
announcement.
desire to
Policy
earn more
caution.
than you otherwise would have. move some of those out the way. Does this room really need 2 radiators?
I think one of the radiators was one of the radiators in the hall.
Ah, right.
What sort of weird room shape is this? A pandemic
Pandemic.
emergency. There's been a pandemic outbreak after a last-minute costume party again.
Mm-hmm. Not now.
Pandemic patients on the way.
Okay, right. We need to... Where's my marketing suite? Oh, it's still ongoing. Okay.
Well, the idea behind a universal basic income would be to alleviate the problem of a large percentage of the population not being able to work through no fault of their own as soon as computerization takes over their jobs. Automation is already taking over a lot of blue-collar jobs, and it won't be long before they also tackle white-collar jobs.
Snack machines need restocking manually.
We finished some
Ooh.
research.
Yeah,
Well
the
done
Jabmaster
us.
2. Good. Let's just pop it over.
Cell Technology wants to know, there are other things. Yes, there are other foods, like pizza bread, baguette bread, rye bread, pumpernickel, Rumpelstilzchen.
Upgrade chromotherapy. Right, yes. Let's get chromotherapy upgraded, because something obviously wasn't quite right about our last chromotherapy bunch.
Bone and Blood says some people just go do stupid things because they believe one day they will make money from it, like streaming or making YouTube videos. Yeah, what fools. Unlike us, who stream and make YouTube videos because it's fun.
Yeah.
Bone and Blood likes to argue that automation created more jobs than it costed.
Doctor to GP's office.
Yeah, go home.
Yeah, but
Go home.
the classic automation, machine automation, is not quite the same as computer automation. Modern digital industries that replaced older industries are already employing a lot less people than their original counterparts. Take, for example, a video
Full.
streaming service like Netflix being compared with something that did the equivalent job back in its day, the Blockbuster video renting thingy. Netflix these days is already making a lot more money than Blockbuster was making back in the day, and is employing less people than Blockbuster was at its peak. It's not creating a sufficient amount of jobs, and you can see similar trends in other industries. Also, Bill also points out that Rumpelstiltskin is not food, and I'm a cannibal.
I'm gonna send him home. What about you? I'm gonna send you home as well. You can use the toilets, then go home.
Cell Technology is calling for maximum automation. Yes, let's automate humans. And Lieutenant Lucan votes to build a giant AI that would control our economic system and all automation processes and would automatically assign us to jobs, then it would turn evil and nuke us. Hold on, I think I've got a game about that on my Steam wishlist.
Yeah.
Tammy points out, before Blockbuster, most video rentals were in office supply stores, at least here in America.
Maintenance announcement.
I'm.
Baths need water.
I think probably because the UK
Oh,
didn't.
sorry.
There's so much we could do with this place. A few more plants, a nice picture, some gold star awards, some art perhaps, maybe even clean up that vomit, huh? What do you say, fella?
We can do
Don't
that.
mind me touching the camera.
Cell
I think you
Technology's
might complain
voting for
about over
nukes.
here.
Bunblatt goes on to say that for streaming you need internet, and for internet you need technicians, construction workers, service workers, and so on. Yes, but construction workers and technicians already existed as part of the telephone industry.
Maintenance needed in staff room.
There we go. Where's the... I bought a plot of land that I've not built on, which is probably what he's mainly complaining about. Where is it? Oh my, what are we... Wow, the Jabmaster. Oh yeah, of course, I did a campaign on Jabmaster. I didn't think it'd be quite that successful.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
I tell you what, because it's been very successful, and I do have quite a number of people trained in it. So let's just bang a couple of PM.
Bongal have announced an initiative to eliminate hangnails by the year 2072. This will require the construction of a lunar base in which to conduct zero-gravity nail experiments. Money well spent. I'm
How about
sure
that?
you'll agree.
Okay, then we're going to need a toilet over here. That'll do.
I mean, one of the simplest examples of how the process of computerization would severely impact our labor market is the advent of automated cars, or autos, as they're now lovingly called in America, I imagine.
So, no HGV drivers, no taxi drivers, no bus drivers.
Yes, which would mean that a large percentage of the population, a huge
7 out of
chunk
7.
of the American population, nearly 50%
British.
rely on the transport market, would suddenly find themselves unemployable
Bins will become full.
because they would be replaced by much safer, much cheaper automated cars.
Unless, of course, we could find... if we were to change the industry... Sorry, hang on. No, that was training room. I wanted to get a staff room, a little staff room.
Would an assistant please go to marketing?
Yeah, so if you... Because there will still be some unskilled jobs. And if instead of having a 5-day working week, you go for some sort of supplement in wages, like a universal basic income, and then cut it down to like a 2-day working week or something. Because why do we have a 5-day working week? We used to have a 7-day working week.
I mean, yes, that's the sensible solution, but at the moment our legislative system and generally the economy is not set up to do that.
At the moment, that's what the thoughts are about the UK. Is the discussions at the moment over automation are, let's start by looking at moving to a 4-day working week.
Tabitha Winsock's office has sent us this notice following her visit to the hospital.
Thank you for supporting Mayor Tabitha Winsock in this time of need celebration by hosting her at your place of work and home. Have a wonderful day and don't forget to vote Winsock.
Oh, another dead one.
And just to demonstrate that automation is already coming, Transport for London is currently introducing tubes, underground trams, that are actually capable of full automation, similar to the DLR. At the moment, there's still drivers on board, but again, the system is set out to eventually no longer require them. Anyway. I'm behind on chat. Far behind on chat. Cell Technology says automation is always good because of...
A new study shows 2 Point County is dangerously unhealthy. Well, that's why I like to do my part with the segment Get Fit with Rick. Stay tuned for some top fitness tips.
Right, where was I? Cell Technology says automation is always good because no more horse poop in the streets. Clearly.
Yes.
Also, we should nuke the galaxy. Without the internet, Boneblood says, there would be not so much money in that industry. But that's not the point. The industry is very profitable. There are just a whole lot less jobs in that industry compared to these predecessors, which means a lot of people had to move over to other jobs, which are also on the decline. Cell Technology calls them autos, and Lieutenant Lucan says, without money, we got them. After 100 years, finally, Finland is finally communist. Oh, whoops, when did that happen? Cell Technology realizes that he has to do a lot of things for technology, which includes turning communist. And Tammy doesn't trust automated cars.
Oh, I do. Well, give them a bit of time. Because there's the one thing that I struggle with, or I don't know how it would, but then I was a robot designer years ago, so I guess that's probably why I'm favorite. But I don't trust people driving cars. People are really bad judgment.
Oh yeah,
makers,
I
and
have really bad judgment behind the wheel. Heavens, I used to do something called a digital lane change, where my lane changes
It wasn't
instant.
your lane changes that were the problem. It was your insistence on being extremely efficient with the space between you and the car in front.
It's called efficient parking on the move.
No.
If we all suddenly come to a stop, we'll all be very compactly parked.
Indeed, yes.
It's logic.
I'm just having a quick look around. Actually, it'd be easier if I put
Boneblood
on my
says, yeah,
thing.
instead of a 40-hour work week, you'd go down to 30 or 20. Salah's already working that. Oh god, I've got a bad cough there. Sorry, I don't know how that came out there. Spotted Cow, as a cow, is calling for a 7-day work week of just eating grass. I assume. I took some creative liberty with interpreting that message there.
Don't feed the ghosts. They're dead. Thank you.
And Boneblood says Austria is actually on a good way to a 7-day work week. Ooh, that sounds terrifying. Lieutenant Lucan wants to know, wouldn't automation make us too dependent on technology? What if aliens attack?
Yeah, they are not considering that anywhere near seriously enough, as far as I'm concerned.
Alien attacks.
Janitor needed to repair Deluxolux.
Right.
Let's just make a copy of that and drop it in next door.
Boneblood suggests that aliens would run away because they're scared of the stupidity of the human race. Or they would be scared of our machines, says Cell Technology.
Where did I leave my marketing suite now?
Lieutenant Lucan says, nah, he thinks we're great. He believes in humanity. We created many great things. And Cell Technology says, humanity's the best thing that ever happened.
On our floor.
Boneblood is asking for great examples that we as humans did, like the atomic bomb or other weapons of mass destruction.
Featuring the hit singles. Nice smelling face.
What?
And Fish Whispers.
Oh, Fish Whispers is my favourite.
Oh, it's not even a full song.
Salivation. The new #1 album from Jasmine Odyssey is out now.
Fish sticks. Fish fingers.
I think.
Cell Technology is calling for automatic atom bombs for everybody. But also realizes that me throwing shade is bad for my throat. It's not shade, it's just, cuthing.
Think before we get too far into psychiatry, let's get.
Oh heavens! Boneblood points out that in Austria they're working on a
Intrigued.
new law which makes 60 hours and 6 days legal in Austria. Ugh. Whoops. I might have just bumped the microphone.
Was that out of shock?
Yes.
We don't have a strict limit, but anybody is legally allowed to opt out of working more than a 48-hour week.
Didn't the mayor recently call here for more flexible working hours and a more
That was about
relaxed?
flexible hours, though, rather than.
Well, it's a step in the right direction, I'd argue.
Oh well. Cell Technology says, without mankind, technology would not exist and the world would be very boring.
Indeed. That's
you don't
true.
know, maybe the fish would have come up with a pretty interesting game. Like finger fights. Which would be very interesting for fish without fingers.
I'm gonna pick this one up and whiz it over here with the rest so that we end up with all of our...
Bonenblatt, no, hold on now. Lieutenant Lucan says that, yes, we did create horrifying weapons of mass destruction like the atomic bomb, but even those things required thousands of years to make since we became who we are now. But in the meantime, even simple things such as paper or cups are a testimony of our imagination and progress we made.
Indeed.
That's oddly wholesome. Yes, sure. We have atomic bombs and a lot of bad things in our history, but we made cups. Paper cups. Isn't that neat? The Spotted Cow points out that humans are the best because they made cows be able to use the internet.
Yeah.
Doctor required in research.
Oh, Boneblood also corrects, they're not working on implementing the law. The law's already in place. He also went on to explain to Lieutenant Lucan that it didn't take us long since the first flight until we went to the moon.
It's true.
Which is another inspiring accomplishment. We also grew a weird plant on the moon that recently froze to death.
Did it?
Yeah.
Janitor to repair Jetmaster.
I'd heard that it had been planted, but I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I read about that too. It sprouted and it looked really nice, but, then it turned nights on the moon. Which means it's getting a bit cold up there, and the plant didn't really survive because the pot wasn't heated.
Well, that's something that they would have expected, I'm sure.
Maintenance.
Yes, but the weird
Must
thing
be
about
part
it
of the
is,
plan.
Will become full.
from the article I read, it wasn't very clear if they expected the plant to die, or if they're now acting like this was this heroic, tragic sacrifice the plant had to go through.
I'm going to imagine that the article that you read was on Reddit.
Yes.
Okay. Just checking your credentials there.
Thank you. You're ruining mine.
How are we doing over here? Yeah, things have calmed down over here. Good. Patients. How are the patients doing? Who do I need to send home?
Oh, a 100% work week in Norway is 37.5 hours.
Of Get Fit with Rick, I'd like to introduce you to my two favorite yoga positions. First is one I like to call the suspicious otter, which really gives your pelvic basement a good workout. All you have to do is wrap your thighs around your head. Easy!
No, you've got to go home.
Wrap my face around my hands. What? Anyway.
Nurse
Okay.
required.
Lieutenant Lucan and his wholesomeness is not even talking about culture, architecture, or the fact that we're able to subdue our instincts to follow social constructs as an impressive thing for humans to accomplish. Also, for some reason, Cell Technology is now talking about how whales don't do anything but play and sing, and look how much good that did them. Also, he goes on to say how tragic unheated plant pots.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine servicing.
Right, how are we doing? Looks like we could do with a few more janitors.
It
'Cause I've
looks like you could do
expanded
with
the-
cleaning up those weird benches in the middle of the room that you've left there since you resorted the inventory.
Look at you.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, Bernard Black
Entertainer.
says that technology is generally progressing really, really fast.
Yeah.
And we couldn't possibly imagine what the world would look like in another 20 years.
Yeah, I agree. But I find that quite exciting. Because I think
Yeah.
generally technology has been for the good. I mean, we now have a situation where less people die. We don't have as many people dying in wars. We don't have as many people dying of disease. We don't have as many people. We don't have as many people being born to like adolescent mothers. We don't have as many kids dying before the age of 5. It is actually the worldwide stats are really, really positive, but that doesn't sell newspapers. And what does sell newspapers is all the bad things that are going on, because there's still
Like
lots of
robots are
action.
going to take our jobs, and the president says hamburgers.
We've
Sorry,
got
Oh, sorry. I've always wanted to see you launch some money. Can we have some, please? They should come up with new requests. I feel like I keep repeating myself with these. Pharmacy, an emergency. There's been an outbreak of pharmacy-related illnesses after a software update for Bungle's smart plasters led to multiple cases of blood poisoning. A group are looking for treatment. Are we that salvation they seek?
We should be alright. Pharmacy, 6 patients.
Yeah.
For pharmacy.
I have only
Bonenblatt's-
got one pharmacy though.
Oh, okay. Bonenblatt says, to be honest, in some industries, 50 or 60 plus work hours are pretty normal.
Yeah, so if you automate it and then knock everyone's work hours down to 20 or 30,
Nurse required in chromotherapy.
jobs are good 'un.
Jobs are good, but income for these people wouldn't unless you adjusted accordingly
Unless you
as well.
adjust it accordingly. Yeah, I agree. But that doesn't necessarily have to be through a universal income.
Lieutenant Lucan says, well, imagine, we can make computers. We were once creepy, naked, animal-like creatures who hid in caves. Still goes for East Germany. And we somehow were able...
Yeah! Just because they like naked rambling.
I find
in
it
West
creepy
Germany.
if they're not wearing any clothes. I just undermine this thoughtful message. And we
Bernie says, goodbye everybody, see you tomorrow. He's accounting for stream lag here.
Oh yeah, that's true. We're about to come to the end soon.
You're supposed to warn me about this, Mia, but you're on a ramble, aren't you?
No, I was just gonna let you walk into that because I told you I'd remember this. I don't know what I remember, but earlier on today, you said something that I would remember, and look at me remembering it now. I'm just remembering that I was supposed to hold a grudge against you. Anyway,
What are
Lieutenant
you
Lucan.
for?
I don't remember. Lieutenant Lucan goes on to say, and we somehow were able to pull through much stronger predators, natural disasters, wars and plagues to create computer chips, programming languages and assemble plants to create such a thing. Such thing would seem unimaginable if someone looked at those creepy upward-walking apes a couple of thousand years ago.
Indeed.
And Tell Technology says, humanity, bugger yes. Then again, Bill also goes on to say that there's too many people on this earth, we need another plague. And Bornblood says, soon we will have a lot of deaths because of hunger. Yes, I know exactly what she mean. I'm currently residing in Britain and we're about to cut our own supply lines off. It's gonna be a fun time once the supermarket don't even stock anything anymore. Anyway, the Spotted Cow says, have a good night, everybody, and a good mood to you all. Tammy also says good night. Lieutenant Lucan says goodbye. Cell Technology says see ya. And Bill also says goodbye, see you tomorrow, accounting for stream lag. And that brings us to the end of the stream.
Oh. Have I got best boss again?
It's no point.
Woohoo!
Whoa, we didn't win
Ooh,
Rising
didn't get
Star.
Rising Star. Oh, professional who improved the most this year.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
possibly because we're now starting to become a bit more mature as a hospital.
Ugh.
Right, okay.
Thank you for watching so far. If you'd like to see more of Sal streaming 2 Point Hospital while I'll ramble on about the politics of bread in the background, feel free to tune in next week on Thursday at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which is about 2 hours ago from now if you're watching this live. Alternatively, if you'd rather watch me bumble around the universe in currently Spore, feel free to tune in on Wednesday, also at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, again 2 hours ago from now if you're watching this live. However, there's also the wonderful imaginative world of Dwarf Waterwoods, which will be happening probably at almost all times throughout the weekend, where Sal will be streaming that. I can't tell you when.
I will probably start streaming some tomorrow night. But that's like, as in tomorrow night, sometime after dark, my time. Now, whether that
means... Which might be about 4 hours ago or now.
Or in 4 hours' time.
Or in 4 hours.
Who knows? Because it could be that I come home from work and I fall asleep, and then I wake up 6 hours later, and then that's it. We're on for a 24-hour stream. I don't know. But there will be lots of Dwarf Fortress over the weekend, starting probably sometime tomorrow after dark.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, there's the option of joining in on Potato Stream. Hold on, did he say he streams on Saturday? He will be streaming on Saturday. Is it still Deponia? Probably still Deponia. On Saturday at 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on his own Twitch channel. I'd post it right now, but he's not here, so you can't see if I'm not. It's crazy_potato1. He would have said it himself if people were around. Also, most of you still know. Anyway, that also says goodbye, second best hospital administrator of 2 Point County.
I'd have you know, if it wasn't for the fact that I haven't yet saved this, that I would have popped onto the career screen and shown you just who is the best. I should do that.
You had the entire time to do that while I was rambling out. Well, my outro thing, but no, you just sat there and...
Oh, I've gone back too far, look. I'd need to go back in again. And then go to the leaderboard.
Golden toilets.
Oh, we must have got some kudos. Yes, we did. 10 research projects. Woohoo! Ooh, 50 nurses. Woohoo! Excellent.
We were supposed to stop now.
Boop, boom, boom. Look at poor Bernie crying.
Service ledden bis zum nächsten Mal.
Guten Nacht.
Oh, well done. You can press the stop button.
It's all the way over there. I can't get
you should
to
have
the
known
stop
that by
streaming
now.
button unless if I move the mouse really fast in that direction, it can jump across the screens.
No, that's not how it works.
Seemed to work earlier when I tried it.
Like you press the Alt-Tab button and then move over like a normal person.
Bye, everybody.